welcome to the Sun Belt Women's Basketball Championship here along Florida's beautiful Emerald Coast in Pensacola. The 1 seed, the JMU Dukes, getting set to battle the 2 seed Arkansas State Red Wolves.
You're looking at a team in JMU that defends the 3 very well, and I asked her, what are you anticipating defensively? And she said they're going to be tough shots, but it doesn't mean we're not going to take what we want, and they want to get that in transition.
Sean O'Regan, year number 9 in Harrisonburg, the Sun Belt Conference Coach of the Year for the first time, which is hard to believe, and what a great job he's done. A JMU graduate going back to 2003, and he's got a chance to punch his second ticket to the dance this afternoon.
How about that? Coming into this game, winning 20 consecutive games, and he says we can't be arrogant because we've won that many games in a row, but we have to stay together and stay confident with what we've been building this year in terms of momentum.
Inside a winner Rogers, and she'll get the bounce. Arkansas State on the scoreboard first.
Now here's JMU facing a 2-2-1 by Arkansas State. They're just trying to slow JMU down.
McDaniel answers with the 3.
Rose is quite the surveyor. We were talking about how she leads the team in assists with just under 5 per game.
Elbow jumper is silky smooth, and Arkansas State back in front.
Getting 10 toes down to the paint, rising and firing in the mid-range.
Kozlova wide open on the other end, fouled, and a chance for 3. Susha with the flex early.
Second line, which this pass takes it there. You've got to sprint back and be able to contest cleanly on the defensive end and defensive transition with
as hard as anybody on this roster to have that chance. Here's Griffin. And the running layup is good by Winter Rogers. She's got 4. Weaving through traffic, here's Kozlova. Dukes trying to go back to the dance for the second time in 3 years. And the block by Nisa Samgrant. McCollister.
And that defense to offense, a block right there at the cup, and then a finish on the other end.
McDaniel, second bucket, this time a 2. Saved by Weary. Offensive rebound for Samgrant. And the 3 splashes home from Montu. Let it fly, Montu with 6. Had 21 yesterday in the semifinal win. Kozlova off the glass with a left hand. Morgan off the mark. Here comes JMU, Rose Scott. The hesitation throws it up and in.
How in the wide world of sports did she cradle that baby and get that shot in traffic? Big time bucket.
Corner triple on the way. Back and forth we go.
There's always 6 starters, right? And if you're a 6th player, you got to come in and make an impact. And you expect that. You have to be consistent with that.
Peyton McDaniel, and it's all net from downtown. Early touch for Bree Robinson. Kozlova back to work. Inside out to Scott. That's another 3.
It's the fire in the belly for me, for Scott, into the paint. And you want to take the paint away from JMU.
Off the bounce to Rogers. That spot's been open all afternoon. It continues to be. And another free throw.
See that Arkansas State has been pressing. And even without that, they're slowing that ball when it's coming up the court.
Scott, another 3. Her second. We're tied at 21.
Well, she came with the switch flip to on, okay? I mean, a couple triples, got downhill, finished in the lane.
Here's Shannon in the mid-range.
Conference championship, going back to the CAA days with Kenny Brooks when he was here, now at Kentucky.
Stevenson inside, Goodman connects with a layup.
Straight line drives and then spray outs for 3s and be late. And that time they got out and contested it.
Peyton McDaniel, the block. She'll try to go coast to coast, and does.
Player of the year in the Sun Belt for a reason. Big blocks lead to big buckets of her own. Can't stop that.
Peyton McDaniel, the runner off the left side of the rim, and here come the Dukes. Ahead to McDaniel. Full head of steam, the spin, and the finish. 12 on the board for Peyton McDaniel.
Quite surprising to see both teams in a zone defense. Oh,
McDaniel, another rejection.
Oh my.
Please, Peyton, don't hurt him. Oh my goodness.
I like that.
Another 3. Why not? On a heater runner, Peyton McDaniel with 15.
And I've seen so many great ones from three. That's not easy to do, to not touch any of the body and then come down the other end, mishandle the catch, and still lace a triple.
Dukes pitching a shutout so far in the second quarter. Goodman, yes. And Alicia Goodman, 36-23.
Only allowing 25% from three for their opponents this year.
Hazel got a piece of that one. Barnes, the runner.
Barnes just completely dissected the defense there and went exactly where she wanted to go and pulled up for that one.
Rose finally with a bucket in the first points of the quarter for A-State.
I can do it from over here too a little bit.
Under 2 to play in the first half. There's a three. Anna Griffin from downtown.
A high ball screen action, trying to clear some space.
Scott tried for the acrobatic finish, couldn't finish. Shot clock is off. Here's Rose. Boy, three would be significant. And you get it off the glass. Anna Griffin. That's one way to do it. And a 9-0 burst by Arkansas State at the end of the half. Picked up by McDaniel.
Still plenty of time for a clean look.
There's one. High arcing triple drops.
Her ability to handle the basketball against pressure, but her defensive efforts that they're going to miss, and her speed.
Rose buries the three, the lead down to 4.
And Coach Rogers and Arkansas State, you can see they're playing with much more poise in the quarter court.
Inside to Barnes, and a chance for three for JMU.
And then on the other side, you see JMU attacking the gap right there at the elbow. You gotta have better gap discipline.
The pace feels chaotic again.
Yes, it does. And I like it. It's March Madness.
Hazel the floater.
Well, they won't let that three go as soon as they get over half court, but thought better of it.
Griffin for three. Oh, net.
That's what moms do, you know.
A block inside. Rose Scott rejected. A-State the other way. Montu, count it! One possession game in Pensacola. And a timeout called by JMU.
Coach Rogers said she wanted to get at least 43s up, and it feels like all 40 have gone up. Oh, it's tough because you get comfortable, and then now you have to adjust.
In and out for Scott. Barnes on the offensive glass. Up and in.
Got to maintain contact and disallow those extra chances at it. And they've been doing a great job of, of taking care of the basketball until they just coughed that one up.
Off the shin of Griffin. Layup good on the other end by Robinson.
On the O glass and a steal and score.
The show, the layup backwards, and it drops for Zy Shannon.
And whether she shoots it or not is insignificant, but the defense morphs when she catches the ball.
How about the backdoor cut and the layup? Okay. You called it. Lead back to 6 and a steal at the buzzer. Winner of this game punches their ticket to the big dance. Backdoor cut, McDaniel. It's been there. Shannon nearly turned it over. Here's Rose. Mid-range again, connects.
Oh, the way that basketball snuggled in the net, that was just mean.
Good crowd has made their way down from Harrisonburg, VA, and Jonesboro, Arkansas. East versus West. Barnes lays it up and in.
You know, he looked calm on the top, but underneath those feet are working.
It's like you calling a basketball game.
I don't know about that.
Rose. And a timeout called by Destiny Rogers.
You can't reroute anyone, and I think maybe that is what occurred.
It was on Goodman. McCollister on the other end. A big sequence there.
Collapsing the defense, shrinking it down, and then finding some threes.
For the tie, McCollister connects. 63 apiece and a 6-0 burst by McCollister. 2 threes in a span of 20 seconds.
That's ridiculous. That is absolutely absurd.
When Mimi wants it, she could not spring free from Stevenson. Now it's Rose for the lead! The kiss from the Rose! State back in front.
That energy was palpable coming from her when she was discussing the trust and confidence that she had in her team.
Reinvented this program in the offseason. McDaniel for the tie. There it is.
Lucky she missed that. They went underneath on the screening action again.
Hazel, the Euro in the finish, tied at 68. Here in the fourth, shot clock at 5. Rose wants it. Rose, right side of the lane, takes it, and we're tied at 70. 4 to shoot. Stevenson's got to go. The runner out of bounds. And the shot clock expired. Hazel has it. There's the screen. Hazel for 3 in the win. Controlled by Arkansas State. Overtime at the Sun Belt Championship.
Gotta knock them in.
Rose, the step back long 2, buries it. Arkansas State back in front. Lead is 3, a big possession. Rose, wide open, rattles home the triple. Scott, little shake and bake, dumps it off Barnes. The lead down to 4. The lead at 7. Desperation time for JMU. The runner by Scott. Lead back to 7. Dukes running out of time. Poked away and stolen. McCollister's fouled. The emotions of March on both sides. Hazel, top of the key. Barnes on the putback. 1.5 seconds remaining, and that will do it for the first time. Arkansas State is going dancing. The Red Wolves find a way, Christy. What a game, what a moment in overtime.
Well, there is always a way when that will over skill shows up and shows out. This Arkansas State team, they earned this with every fiber of their being as a unified team, and they did it with defense. Yes, they knocked in a copious amount of threes, but this is going to feel good for a long time. Punching their ticket to the NCAA tournament for the first time ever. They're starting a tradition.
Jonesboro will be rocking tonight. 86-79, the final score in overtime. Crislyn Rose with a game-high 23 points, 3 assists, and the rebuild and the rebrand is complete for head coach Destiny Rogers. For Christy Winter-Scott, I'm Roy Philpott. Good afternoon from Pensacola. NBA Today headed your way next.